people. Like I say, it's the interview section of the show. Don't know why that stopped recording. Don't say I'm running out of energy again, and like I did last time, I'm running out of power, and I lost the interview. So we'll just check that. So you're in Centre Parks?
Yeah, I am, mate. Yeah. Just trying to have a relaxing week, but the work never stops, does it?
Are you with the family, are you?
Yeah. I'm with the in-laws, the missus, and the two little ones.
Excellent. So thanks for coming on, because I know you were a last minute, not a lot, you know what I mean, not second best, but you came on at short notice.
The way I'm looking at it, I got bumped up the list.
I appreciate that. So obviously you're from Liverpool. We can hear that in the dulcet tones. I'm from Manchester, and we won't hold that against each other because this is about music.
Well, there you go. Yeah, we're either enemies or best of friends, Liverpool and Manchester, aren't we? That seems to be the way it is.
Well, it depends. If anyone gangs up on Liverpool, Manchester, we'll stick together. But apart from that, it's gloves off. Well, my wife's from Rainhill, so she's sort of a Scouser. So that was an interesting thing. Brilliant. So here we go. It's getting on. Which Centre Parks he's staying in? Someone says here. Lele Records.
I want to say it's Penrith. It's up by the lakes.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. Nice up there. Nice part of the world when the weather's nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. But obviously, there's a lot of trees around, so you don't get a lot of the sun. So it's always quite chilly, even though it's being nice. It's quite chilly.
Yeah, well, it takes a bit to get warmed up there.
At least it's not raining, though.
No, mate, you should be. Hopefully, you'll be all right in the next few days. So keep our fingers crossed. So tell us a bit about yourself. I've got some information here. Like, obviously, Liverpool born, 19 struck up the guitar, and here you are now.
Yeah, well, it was one of them. 19's a bit late to get into it, I'd assume. Most people I know went into it a bit earlier, but I just never really grew up around music. I listened to like Tupac and Biggie and Jay-Z, and so I mean, I was a bit of a ghetto boy, if you will.
Yeah, it doesn't come through in your music, does it?
It does in some, but no, not definitely. If you listen to Unconditional, that's a lot more of a heartstrung one. But
it's lovely track, mate. We played it earlier on. Beautiful track, and the vocals. I love the vocals in it. Yeah, really
I appreciate that. It was one of them. I was a bit nervous about putting that one out because I don't think that necessarily does represent a lot of my style of music, but it was one from the heart, so we say, without sounding too cheesy.
You can tell as well when you're singing it, and I think it's a good one to release because that'll be quite accessible to a lot of people.
Yeah, well, it was wrote about several family members and my life all at one, like a big mashup of things, and it just had me thinking about no matter what you go through with people when you push them away or whatever, it's like unconditional love goes nowhere, does it? So it was just one of them ones that had many layers.
Yeah, exactly. Janet, because this doesn't come up on here, but Janet said you played at Liverpool. Is that right? You played
LFC, as in Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah. That's what. Sorry, not the place Liverpool, but the Liverpool Club.
Yeah. So I've been quite fortunate. I've been doing it for about a year and a half, something like that. So basically on match days they have singers all around the ground, and I recently got kind of put in the fan zone as like a regular spot.
Nice.
So every home game I do the fan zone, and then for the Tottenham game, was it last weekend, the weekend before, when we were winning the title? Well, we had to win the game to win the title. They come up with the idea of having a couple of big speakers up, and as the coach drove in, someone standing on like a podium singing to all the coach and the fans as they come in.
From making Sunday possible. What an unbelievable experience. One of the best days of my life. An absolute dream to play to that many supporters at Anfield on the day we win the league. As the coach came right under my feet, it was just such a special moment I'll never forget. Liverpool Football Club, thanks for making it possible, especially Jonnet, who's always looking after me there. Neil and the boys who were on hand to help me with my speakers and the setup and everything else. Steve for booking me, Baz for being there and helping with me with the tech side of it. Thousands and thousands of fans, thank you so much for being there and singing it with me, because it just made it unforgettable. Thanks to everyone for all the messages, just blown up. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the love shown to me. I feel very fortunate. I've also been offered a lot more opportunities now since that, and as you can imagine, the Friday 6th of June, the tickets have started flying out for my headline show, so make sure you come and buy a ticket for that. We want to absolutely blow the roof off, me and the band. So come down, show your support. They're on sale now. As you can imagine, they started flying out because of Sunday. So a lot of love coming. I want to see you all there. So if you're thinking about getting a ticket, go and get one now. Can't wait for it. See you again.
And I was lucky enough to be asked to do it.
Wow.
And it was just, unbelievable experience.
Yeah, especially if I presume you are a Liverpool football fan.
It's like my church.
I was going to say, if you was Evertonian, you'd be like, yeah, I got this gig, but I just did it.
I don't,
do you know what I mean?
I don't think I could have done it if it was a blue, no.
No, I know.
Or vice versa.
I bet. See, I don't know much about football, but I do know Liverpool, Everton, and Man City, Man United. That's about my limit on football knowledge. So I don't watch it. I mean, it came on the other day. Is it the FA Cup coming? I said, is that the end of the season? I was like, I've got no idea, mate. Not a thing.
It's probably a blessing. There's not much left in the game anymore. I don't think it's going to be a very, very different game now. Anyway.
It's all about money, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I'm into my motorcycle, so you can't do one or the other. You know what I mean? You either go out all day or the weekend on your motorcycle, or go and watch football. And both things are expensive, so you've got to pick one.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah. It is right, Thomas. You like to go fast.
Hey?
You like to go fast.
Oh, yeah, definitely, mate. I've got 3 bikes, so it just depends what I'm doing.
Oh, nice, yeah. It's different bikes for different days, is it?
Yeah, and I test ride motorcycles for Royal Enfield and Triumph as well in the day, so you know what I mean? It's motorcycle 24/7. I've got a BMW 1250 for touring and motorway work, but I'll do everything, so I can load that up and go all over, which we have done all over Europe. I've got a little cafe racer W800 Kawasaki, which is me summer weekend bobbing about, brilliant little bike.
That, yeah.
And I've just bought myself a 250 Honda for off-roading with my mate. So
nice.
He's 62, I'm nearly 60, and we've just taken up green laning and off-roading. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely bonkers.
Hey, listen, my dad done it a couple of years ago. He's not long turning 16. He done the same thing, went and done an off-road licence, and yeah, he loves it. Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Loves on his bike.
So that's what I do, and I've just took the drums up as well. There's my drum kit over there. I'm learning to play the drums. It's nearly 60. There you go. Anyway, this is the interviews about you, not about Kirk. So that's another show. We Believe Music have said the only negative thing about Jamie is he's a Liverpool football fan.
Listen, we've got to support someone, haven't we? Now
that's terrible. That's terrible. That's but rivalry.
Who do they support? Just out of interest.
Who do you believe? Laughter. Oh, because I think Janice is an Everton fan. You know, who's arranged this. I bet she never told you that, did she? She went to the last match before it all. She flew over from Madeira. How sad is this? To go to the last game at the ground before it packed up.
Listen, I'll be honest. I don't even know if I should say this publicly, but I'm dying to go to Goodison before it goes.
Yeah. Oh.
Just as a novelty.
Go and rip a seat up and take it away.
Yeah.
We believe are Evertonians as well, so there you go, we've got them all in here. But they're still watching you, so that is absolutely... People, this is music, nothing about football rivalry. We come together. We come together for music.
I always say, if I wear in a red, I'd be in a blue.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And see if you can get him booked in at Everton then, if you're really into him. See if you can get it rocking.
I'm not sure about that one.
So how long are you in the old Centre Parks for?
It was Monday till Friday thing.
Right. Is it out of half term? It's not school holidays yet, is it?
It's somewhere about half term. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, I didn't ask you. I'm not trying to get in the shit. What I was trying to say was it's cheaper when the kids are not at school, and that's why you've taken the kids.
I have a bit of trouble with the education system with that regard.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. If I want to take my son on holiday,
and take him to experience what you're experiencing. They'll learn more with you for 5 days than they'll learn. I hate education, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
it makes teachers to be stupid. Someone once said.
So,
right,
we won't open that door.
I will. So what's your music inspiring then? So you started at 19. What inspired you to take up at 19? And what drove you to go? Do you know? And it's not old, 19, but carry on.
No, so it was just because I say I got like my first job at like 18, met a group of new mates, if you will, moved out to the trackies and started wearing jeans and stuff like that. And we were just like, I think it was a flat dad on a house party, and he just brought a guitar and just started playing it. I don't know what it was. Just instantly, it was like love on the ears. Just loved it, and then asked him to teach me some stuff, and then ended up getting a guitar myself, and I just spent a lot of time in the bedroom playing, annoying all my family.
Good. I've just dropped myself in the shit on her because I've just been told, I think she's on now, Tash is a teacher.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Tash is my wife. And,
I know, I've just realised that. Sorry,
Tash. She's on maternity leave, so that's okay.
Not all teachers. It's the system that I hate. It's all about facts and figures. It's not. I'm dyslexic. It's not about the minority. It's all about getting the numbers up. And if you're not at a certain level, they don't give a rat's ass about you because they got them. Anyway, that's that. Oh, brilliant! So what have you? We'll move on. What have you got planned then, music-wise? Are you releasing more music? Have you got any tours planned? Have you got any gigs on? What's happening?
Yeah. So to wrap it up quickly, I basically started doing a lot of covers. Like, let's say, I left my job and become like a cover artist and started earning like me living from that, which was good. I'm no complaints on that side. It's a very good lifestyle, but I did notice, I had sort of neglected the original music scene, which is the real love affair. So I wanted to get back into it, but I realised my sound had changed a bit from singer-songwriter to more musically inclined. So I wanted to build a band and maybe write some new songs, like go down that line of it. I met my guitarist Eddie a bit randomly at one of my club gigs. So we started jamming. Then one of our other mates, Jake, jumped in, and the three of us were jamming for about 3 to 6 months, just putting bits together, some old songs, writing some new songs. And I don't know, you feel a spark, you feel there's something here. So we started like putting a bit more together. We met Liam, who's our manager now. He's linked us up with a few gigs already, so we've got Friday 6th of June, which is going to be my first headline in a while and our first headline as a band. That's already just shy of 3/4 sold out, and we've got a month till the day for that. So that's going to be an unbelievable night. I'm pretty sure that'll sell out in the next week or two. We're booked in for a single. We done a demo day at the studio a couple of weeks ago, which was just great to get all the ideas down. Like, the demos are one of them where you wouldn't really want to show too many people, but it's great to get the ideas down in a format and be able to know where to go in what direction. So it's just very exciting, and everyone who kind of interacts with the band or anyone who hears anything to do with the band seems to be excited, which builds more momentum for us, gets us more excited, and we're really passionate about what we're doing. And I think that's the key to it at the minute. We're just excited and pushing ourselves.
Yeah, good. So you're still full time, even though you've gone away from the cover bands, which obviously is lucrative. Are you still doing the music full time now?
Absolutely, yeah. So I tend to gig 3 nights a week, maybe 4 if the football's on a Sunday, like it is this weekend. But the beauty of doing it is I'm self-employed. They're my gigs. So if at any point I have an opportunity, or like if I have an opportunity in the original scene, or if there's someone who wants to link up and do a different project, I can get my gigs covered and I can go and do it's like I kind of have that freedom of movement. So I'm trying to use that to my best advantage at the minute.
Yeah.
And just trying to strike that balance of making sure I have enough income.
Well, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. The fact that you're actually doing it as a career is amazing, really, because a lot of bands we chat to are still doing full-time jobs and try to balance a full-time job and gig and then get everyone together to go and do it and take time off work or whatever it is. It's tough, and it's what do? You have to do one to support the other. And it just becomes a bit of a battle between what, you know what I mean? I think that's why a lot of bands have to give up, because it's that strain, and that must put a strain on the relationships within the band. That, you know, oh, what do you mean you can't make next week? No, I can't make next week because I'm working. I can't get the time off or whatever. And the fact that you can go in full time to it is absolutely brilliant, and I'm so glad you are.
100%. Yeah. So it's like loads of lads I used to, they're all juggling full-time jobs, a relationship with a partner, possibly kids. Then obviously you've got a band, and then obviously you want to socialise and enjoy yourself. So people really struggle with that balance, and my fortunate position is the music is my job. So, like this week, although I'm away, I've only got one gig covered. I've gone away Monday to Friday, and I've only got one gig covered, and then I'll go to work Friday, Saturday night, and I can still rehearse on either the early Friday or early Saturday, and then I have the football on the Sunday, which I'm very fortunate I get to play and watch. So it's nice. I have a very good balance. It can still be difficult sometimes, as the missus will tell you.
No, I bet as well, because if you're going out 3 or 4, I don't know how your kids are, but if you're going out a few nights a week, then that's a strain on your family as well, because why you're not here and you're going out again and whatever, and you know what I mean. But it's great that you're doing it, and I hope that it builds to bigger and better things for you. Do you know what I mean? I hope that's where it takes you. Sounds like you're on the right track. Sounds like you've got the right people behind you and the right attitude. I think it's fantastic, mate. I'm really pleased for you. Really am.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Because we're all very excited. We feel like we're in a very good pocket at the minute, and we're in like a yes man sort of position where we're just ready to go. Just not scared of anything.
No, it's brilliant. Janice says, who would Jamie love to gig with?
I think the obvious one that just springs to my mind would be like either Paolo Nutini, just because he was one of my early sort of people who got into, and right through the whole music lifestyle that I've had, he's just been right there, right the way through it. But someone I'd have loved to have gigged with, and he's still it now, would be David Gray.
Oh yeah, yes.
Like that White Ladder album, just to do like a cover with him of a White Ladder song would just be unbelievable.
Yeah, David Groves. I think I bought that album for Sandra, because I think that's what she wanted, and she wanted another bloody band, and she's like, "What's this?" I think she wanted another band, so she was well disappointed with it. But I thought it was great. I thought it was a great album. She wanted something. I forget who it was now, but she would remind her if I asked her. Nightmare. Lele Records. Who's the most famous person you've met?
I see Dave McCabe sometime from the Zootons. Right. In our rehearsal studios, he's got a room in the same building, so we see him sometimes. So they're notorious for Valerie. Obviously, if you don't know the Zootons, you'll know the song Valerie. So he's a bit of a legend around the scenes. Who else? I meet some of the ex-Liverpool players quite often. I've met like John Aldridge a couple of times. Alan Kennedy, which if you don't know who Alan Kennedy is, he scored 2 winning goals in European Cup finals. So that's like an unbelievable status. I don't know. I've not been fortunate to meet I've met Van Dijk as well, but I've not met Salah or Slot or Klopp. So I'd like to cross them ones off. Wow. But Van Dijk is a good one as well.
You'll get there, mate. The way you're going. I think you've got the right attitude. Your music sounds great. So when you was talking earlier on, you thought about your influence. What you was really into. You was into the rappers. Have you got anything that's like that in your music collection?
Yeah,
that you do yourself.
So I've done a session with called Matchbox Productions, and it was like a live session. So it was just me and my acoustic, and I've got a song called Good Lord, which I think some people would call it rapping. I call it like sing rap. It's more like a poetry style of singing. And I've got songs like that, and I've got grittier rap songs as well. So I've been in the process of doing a rap song at the minute with D-Man, who's a Liverpool rapper. So me and him are in the process of doing like an acoustic rap track where I sing the chorus and then do like a rap verse, and he does a rap verse as well. I done a rap night recently, I can't even think, boom bap rap or something like that it's called. And I took one of the young talents from the city who had just won a competition, Little Harris, and he was a bit nervous to get up, so I jumped up first and just done like a freestyle, and then he got up after me, and it's a side of me that I'll just never get rid of. I just love it.
No, I don't think you should. If that's what if you look at whether people love him or hate him, will.i.am with what he does when he does his, and he blends a lot of rapping or singing rapping with music and what have you. And I really like that. I really like what he does there. I mean, I don't think he can particularly sing because a lot of it's auto tune, but talent. Getting talent and understanding the industry and what he does, I think he's phenomenal. I think he's a brilliant artist in what he does.
100% agree with you.
Yeah. So he's great, and if you watch him on The Voice, I think he's unbelievable, unbelievable character. So well, where's the best people? I'll start again. Where's the best place for people to hook up with you, find you? Where do you hang out most online?
Elevator Studio. Which is just by the Baltic Triangle area of town in Liverpool city centre. That's where our band room is, so that tends to be where we link up and obviously do our sessions and whatever else. And then Friday, Saturdays, I'm always in and around Matthew Street, that's where I gig. So I'm always in Abbey Road and Harrison's or Scruffy Murphy's, and that's where I sort of earn my bread and butter, but I'll tend to linger about an hour after I finish to have a pint or something, just because otherwise you go home and you're lying in bed wide awake.
Yeah, but you'll be wired, won't you, after a gig?
Yeah, 100%. I think people don't realise sometimes the psychological effects of gigging. Like, sometimes you leave there feeling like one of the Gallaghers. Yeah. Honest to God, when you've got the room absolutely rocking, you might only be singing cover songs, which some people in the music scene frown upon, but I really don't understand it. But you come out today and people are singing your name, people want to talk to you, people want pictures. Honestly, it's such a good feeling, it's such a good job.
Yeah, well, hopefully I sort of understand that with the covers, but unfortunately, a lot of people are not open to new music. And if you started singing all your songs, be like, what is this? Whereas if you can sing on to Valerie, for example, or whatever, you know what I mean? Then they've had a good night, and hopefully it's like a gateway drug to your music because they go, I'm going to check him out. He's got his own music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what though, Kirk, as well? Because what you'll find as well, if you've got the crowd on your side, you can 100%, and I do it quite often, throw one of your songs into sets. 100%. When you're engaging with the crowd and they're loving what you're doing, and I often take requests as well, which helps get the crowd on your side. They're all engaged in what you're doing, and then 9 times out of 10, someone will always say, "Oh, what do you like to play?" or "What's your favourite song?" etc., etc. And I always respond with my own. I always like playing my own stuff, so they'll say, "Give us one," and that way I'm not even putting it on them. They're asking me to play it.
Brilliant.
And it's a great way to test your own music then as well.
Yeah. No, it's good. I forget what the terminology is. I used to know it now. Where you put an unknown track in between 2 well-known tracks, and people are more accepting because they know this one, they know this one and this one. That's how they got. It was one of the tracks in the States that got really big. From that, they used to put it in between tracks that were well known, and anyway,
I've done that as well. Yeah. So if you play, I do a lot of mashups from my covers. So like I'll go from like one song into another, and if it's in the key of one of my tunes, I might just throw it in, and see how it's going, and just
Excellent. So I'm going to let you go in a minute because we kept you away from your family and all whatever you're going to be doing. Apologise to your wife when you go in. I'm a bit of a loon, and
he's used to it now. It's all right.
And she's like, "Yo, you're a scat." He's a mank loon. Before you go, one last question from Manta Ray. What's your favourite guitar?
Do you know what my favourite guitar is? Probably, it's called a Richwood. I've had it for like 10 years. It's battered. It's got holes in it, and I'm just attached to it. I just love it. Nice. It's got. Do you know what it is? I earned all my stripes on that guitar.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. I literally just everything that I've got now from the music has come through that guitar.
Well,
it's been through everything with me.
Keep rocking it, mate. It's a bit like it's a bit like we used to have an old leather couch, a brown leather couch, and the dog ended up scratching it a bit. So wife got rid of it. I was like, that was the comfiest feeling ever, and we've never had a couch like it since. So do you know what I mean? Keep rocking. There's nothing wrong with it if it works, is there? Right, I'm gonna.
Also, I will touch on it dead quick though. I do, because it's called a Richwood, and there's a nickname for Richard, as you might know it.
All right.
So I won't say the word, but
say what you want on here, mate. It doesn't bother me.
Okay. Well, I call him Big Dick. I call him Big Dick because he's rich. because he's the rich one. So that's his nickname, and I've had him for 10 years, and he's the best.
I love it. Can you do us an artist drop as well? Can you say say your name and you're listening to Dougie Stone Radio?
Of course I can. Hello everyone, this is Jamie Higgs, and you're listening to Dougie Stone Radio.
Lovely.
Enjoy.
Lovely. And one last thing, just to let you said, it's got a massive hole in it. Your guitar.
Yes. Yeah. It's not big enough yet, though, if you understand. I'm messing. It's plenty big.
Oh, love it. Listen, mate, thanks for coming on at short notice. I love chatting to you. And I think you've got a bright future ahead of you. I'm sure you have. Your attitude's right. Your music sounds great. And last we say to all the artists, it's not a one-hit thing, this. If you want to come on again, come on again. Let us know what you've been doing, where you're at, etc., etc. And, keep plugging away.
Yeah. I appreciate you having me on, mate. Honestly, it's an absolute pleasure. You're an easy talking to guy as well, so that makes it all the best.
You are.
And I would 100% be happy to come back on. Let's get this single recorded next week, and when we got the release date, I'll give you a shout, and we'll try and get on him.
Nice.
We'll have a good chat about it.
Brilliant. Well, enjoy the rest of your week, and go and spoil the kids and the wife and look after them all, and we'll see you again soon, man.
Much appreciated. Enjoy getting out on the bikes.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. See you soon.
Excellent. So that's Jamie. He's on holiday with his family, came on for us. Thanks for organising that, Jan. Absolutely wonderful. Very interesting. Another introducing interview done. Let's get some music played. This is Lizzie U with a track called Bugs. With plenty of bugs at Centre Parks, won't there? I don't think Sash will be a fan of mine, will she?